everyone, welcome back. Thank you so much for joining me today. This is going to be a reading for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising for the upcoming solar eclipse on June the 10th. Very transformative times, you guys, since May. This whole year has been very transformative, but the last period especially. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to shuffle the deck and I'm going to cut and pull 5 cards for the alignment reading to see what the solar eclipse is going to bring in for Aquarius that needs alignment, needs a shift, needs transformation. Let's have a look. Okay, thank you so much. Cut the deck. Thank you. Okay, first card for Aquarius, 10 of Pentacles. Beautiful. So something that needs alignment for Aquarius is your sense of what permanent security in the realm of your physical sense of contentment looks like. What does that look like for you, Aquarius? That is being brought into alignment right now. Something in this is shifting for you very dramatically, Aquarius. It's a 10. So that really tells me you're going to be starting a new cycle in how you feel secure. Okay, your sense of security is going to shift here. Now, in terms of the process you're on, we see the Knight of Rods in reverse. So knights always bring in something, okay? A page is more inspiration based, but a knight actually brings something in. So when we look at the Knight of Wands, we see it's time to develop, it's time to manifest a new idea, it's time to be a leader, not a follower. And it's time to listen to that intuitive timing, okay? There is an ability here for you to understand something greater in the realm of your spirituality, but it is challenging you. So that is the process you're on right now, Aquarius. The process you're on is sort of trying to re-establish your identity through this new spiritual lens that has come into your life. And you need time to develop this, okay? At the end of this, we see that at the bottom of this, so the reason why my Aquariuses are on this pathway through transformation during the solar eclipse, we see the High Priestess in reverse. So that really suggests that the reason your sense of identity is shifting and the reason your sense of security is shifting is because your intuition is starting to come online and you're starting to receive intuitive truths from your higher self. Okay, so this card is blues and purples and you can see her feet resting on the moon there, a new moon. This is a time for you, Aquarius, where your intuition is starting to speak to you, it's starting to come online, and it's really going to shift how you identify yourself in the physical world. There's really a strong, powerful energy from your spirit side that wants to come through to create something new. Now, the truth behind this creative force for you, we see the King of Swords in reverse, which is you, my friend, my Aquarius friend. This card is represented by you. You can see it's in reverse, which really suggests you're shifting. Now, the King of Swords is very strategic, very intelligent, sometimes isolated, but able to make mental shifts, right? Able to shift mentally as needed, but sometimes needs to be in solitude after or before to adjust the energy within. Now, this is challenging you, like Capricorn, actually, the reading I just did. The bottom 3 cards are in reverse. The top card is upright, which suggests that the process you're on, the truth you're facing, and the action that's required from you, how to proceed, is challenging you, my Aquarius friends, because it's very unfamiliar. You are transforming. Likely the lunar eclipse that happened in May had a very strong effect on you. And since then, you are in a state of questioning how you see yourself in the physical world. Your sense of security has shifted, maybe away from material into spiritual. Okay, so the process you're on is to understand this spiritual thing that you want to create. Something in your intuition is speaking to you, Aquarius, and it requires you to shift mentally in order to process. Now, the final guidance for you, again, is in reverse. It's the Magician in reverse, which suggests, again, this card spoke of manifestation and time to develop that manifestation. We're using our intuition. As above, so below is challenging for you right now, Aquarius. The concept that you can manifest challenges you. And right now, the inner dialogue may be bringing in energies that you don't necessarily find helpful, because it could be that you're still struggling to accept that your sense of identity is and has shifted, okay? Is shifting and has shifted. Now we need your mind to catch up. We need the inner storyline to change so that you can bring in that creative element that you're being guided to spiritually through your intuition and through your spirit, through your higher self. And your intuition is speaking volumes to you right now, Aquarius, but it's confusing you. And as a result, you're not really able to manifest the things you require in order to bring this new idea into fruition. And it could be because of this inner storyline you're telling yourself about your sense of identity. It's almost like there could be an element of fear here. There could be some anxiety going along with this because this is so unfamiliar. Very unfamiliar times for you, Aquarius. But trust in your intuition and trust in your inspiration to create something sustainable will carry you through here. Now, let's get some of our chakra cards on here to see how this process can be encouraged for Aquarius. Let's start with the Magician in reverse. What is the guidance here? Thank you so much. Joy. So in order to get that Magician functioning in a way that is not challenged, so that your manifestation qualities are more in line with this vision, we need some joy. You may be feeling that your confidence, of course your confidence feels shook, Aquarius, but you need to infuse some happiness and some joy into your day so that you can get out of your head so much with this dialogue maybe that you're not who you used to be, and that's a negative. It's actually a beautiful transformation. We need to have some joy here. You might need to, pardon the phrase, but you might need to loosen up a bit, Aquarius, okay? I know you're an air sign, so it's hard to get out of your head, but it's almost like you need to physically feel joy in order to empower that confidence again. Okay, how about this King of Swords, which is my Aquarius? What is the emotional process here for them? How can we assist Aquarius with that King of Swords in reverse during this transformative shift? This is very high Aquarius energy. Thank you. Gossip. Okay, Aquarius, who are you talking to? Who are you talking to about this shift? They're talking about it with others. So we know that it's tempting to start speaking about these transformations. However, until we feel like we understand what's going on, sometimes by speaking to others about it prematurely, we can sort of lose some power. It almost feels like the energy gets distributed in a way that's not helpful for us. So there could be people talking about this with you, about you, behind your back, to your face. This is not going to help your emotional state with this mental shift that needs to happen in the King of Swords. So it's important to watch who we're talking to, what we're saying, because words have power, my friends. Words have extreme power. Now, what about this High Priestess? How can we help Aquarius understand their intuition? Sorry, some cards fell out. Let's see, how can we help Aquarius with their intuition, understanding their intuition as a guide, as a source of guidance? Victim. Okay, so there may be something that you need to deal with first, Aquarius. Perhaps the last time you listened to your intuition, or the last time you thought you were listening to your intuition, you felt like a victim from the circumstance. Instead of seeing the circumstance as something that was going to launch you into a new timeline, you felt victimized by it. So there may have been something that happened in the past, the recent past, the past, that took you to a place that thought, no, it's logic or nothing. I'm not going to be a victim. I'm not going to have my feelings hurt again. My heart hurt the last time I listened to my intuition. This is all part of the process, my friends, my Aquarius friends. You must take that leap of faith. Something is really pushing you to allow this transformation to your sense of security. Okay, now what about the Knight of Rods? Knight of Rods, what's going on there for my Aquarius on their timeline? Thank you. Balance. Exactly. The position the Knight of Rods fell in, which is the second position, suggests where my Aquarius is on what process. What process is Aquarius on right now? Well, they're on the process of trying to balance. You can see this card is indigo. They're on the process of trying to balance their intuitive side with their more Aquarian air sign energy. You can see the scales there. You're not a Libra, but you are an air sign. So you could be trying to balance things out in order to allow this Knight of Rods to push that energy into your life. So it's a matter of balancing, like we said, the intuition with your very logical, mental side. So we really need to look at that inner dialogue. What are you saying to yourself, Aquarius? You need to add the intuition, just like we see the High Priestess here. You're certainly not a victim of your intuition, okay? Your intuition is always there to serve you, to serve your highest sense of good, you know, your highest sense. And you're currently on the process where you're trying to balance that intuition with logic, because you are an air sign. You're very logic driven, and that is interesting. So far we see it's hitting you in the personal confidence, in the heart chakra, your sense of emotions. You may need to forgive something in this dynamic. Yourself. You may need to forgive yourself. You may need to forgive someone else. We need to stop feeling like a victim because of the big shifts coming, okay? That is not going to help you. That could be why the Magician is in reverse. Okay, finally, let's see this Ten of Pentacles. Thank you. Passion. So in order to understand the Ten of Pentacles, which says that you're going to have a shift in your identity, a new cycle of your identity is going to begin, we see passion. So you will be led by your creativity, by these wands that we see. You're going to be led by a new aspect of yourself, Aquarius. You're going to be led by your creativity, your emotions, and your sense of sensuality. You're going to be led by your more fiery side, the side of you that is connected to spirit, the side of you that can remove mental and physical blocks and manifest. This is beautiful, very creative sacral energy here for you, my Aquarian friends, for the solar eclipse coming up on the 10th. Looks like whatever started in May during the lunar eclipse is going to continue for you, my friends. Now, let's get a card here for Aquarius. I'm just going to cut the deck. Final words of encouragement on this reading. New life. Aquarius, it's okay. This Ten of Pentacles is not here to destroy your previous sense of self. We are here to add a layer, a new life layer. A new cycle is beginning for you, Aquarius. And in order to sort of manage this, we need to balance our logic with intuition. You need to release experiences that made you feel like a victim, to forgive yourself and others, to not pay attention to the gossip here while you're shifting mentally, and to infuse some joy and passion into your life, because it is a new beginning for you, Aquarius. Very beautiful reading for you for the solar eclipse. I'm going to leave it at that. Thank you so much for joining me for this reading. Lots of love and light, my friends.